You ever had a girl who clearly liked you, but somehow never fully chose you? She enjoyed your company. She responded to your texts. She even admitted she had feelings for you. But months went by and nothing really progressed. No label, no commitment, just this gray area that kept you wondering. And then, one day, she either disappeared or you watched her commit to someone else in just a couple of months. So, you sit there asking yourself, what did he do that I didn't? I gave her everything. Why wasn't that enough? Is she just afraid of commitment? Or is it me? Most men think women avoid commitment because of timing, past trauma, or being complicated. Sometimes that's true, but more often than not, a woman doesn't commit because something specific hasn't happened yet. Not looks, not money, not grand gestures. There are 3 key things, and on Gravity of Attraction, we're breaking them all down. What they are, why they matter, and exactly how to build them. Before we get into the specifics, here's something most men don't understand about how women commit. Women don't commit when they decide to. They commit when they feel they can't afford not to. Commitment isn't a logical checklist. It's an emotional conclusion that her body reaches after enough time and enough evidence. And that evidence isn't about how much you love her. It's about how you show up consistently under pressure when it's not convenient. That's the part most men miss. They focus on how they feel about her. She's focused on how she feels around you. 2 completely different things. A man can love a woman deeply and still make her feel unsafe to commit. Not because he's bad, but because he hasn't built the 3 things yet. So, what are they? Thing 1, she feels chosen, not just desired. There's a difference between a man who wants a woman and a man who chooses her specifically. Most men make women feel wanted. Very few make them feel chosen. Wanting sounds like, you're so beautiful. I love spending time with you. You make me feel good. That's real, but it's vague. Any woman could fill that role. Being chosen sounds different. It's when she realizes you see her, not just her surface. You remember the specific thing she said 3 weeks ago. You notice when something was off before she said a word. You show up differently with her than you do with everyone else. And here's the part that actually triggers commitment. You make it clear you're here on purpose. Not because you're lonely, not because she just happened to be available, but because after knowing her, the good, the complicated, the real, you want her specifically. A lot of men never say this. They assume she knows. She doesn't. Women need to feel that you made a real choice, that you saw her fully and still decided to stay. Until she feels that, she'll stay half in because she doesn't know if you're choosing her or just choosing the feeling she gives you. And those are not the same thing. How do you actually do this? Stop being vague with your appreciation. Instead of saying, you're amazing, say something real and specific. The way you handled that situation the other day. I don't see that in a lot of people. You're different from who I thought you were at first, and I mean that in the best way. Specific, grounded, real. That's what makes her feel seen. And feeling seen is what makes her feel safe enough to commit, because she finally knows you're not here for a woman. You're here for her. Thing 2, she trusts that you won't collapse under pressure. This one is deeper than most men realize. Commitment is a risk. When a woman commits to you, she's saying, I'm attaching my emotional life to this person. And before she does that, her nervous system runs a quiet background check. Not on your career or your looks, but on your emotional stability. She's watching how you handle the moments that aren't easy. Do you shut down when she brings up something uncomfortable? Do you explode when a conversation gets tense? Do you go cold and disappear when things get real? Do you crumble when she pulls back slightly, then panic text, then overcorrect? Every time you handle a difficult moment badly, her system logs it. If I attach to him fully, this is what I'm signing up for. And every time you handle it well, she logs the opposite. Handling it well doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean never getting frustrated or never needing space. It means staying present without losing yourself. It sounds like, I hear you. Give me a second to think about this. I didn't handle that right. Here's what I should have done. I'm not going anywhere. We can work through this. Calm, honest, adult. The man who can do that in the middle of conflict or tension is rare. And women know it because most men either go cold or go explosive. Very few stay. The man who stays, who doesn't need the conversation to be perfect to remain regulated, that man feels safe to commit to because she knows when real life hits, stress, arguments, hard seasons, he won't fall apart and take her down with him. That's not romantic. That's survival. And commitment lives at that level. Here's the thing most guys don't realize. She's not testing you on purpose. Life is testing you, and she's just watching how you respond. Every hard moment is either building her trust or slowly draining it. There's no neutral. Thing 3, she can feel your life moving forward. This one might sound harsh, but it needs to be said. A woman will not fully commit to a man whose life feels stuck, not because she's shallow, but because stagnation is a signal. When a man has no direction, no growth, no sense that he's building towards something, even if he's kind, even if he's loving, something in her can't fully land. She might enjoy being with you. She might even love you, but she doesn't feel pulled forward by your life. And that pull matters more than most men think. Women attach to momentum, not money, not status, movement, the sense that this man is going somewhere, that being with him means going somewhere too. That could look like he's working toward a goal and actually making progress, not just talking about it. He takes care of his body, like his future matters to him. He has a clear sense of what he wants and why. His self-worth doesn't come from her validation. It already exists before she walks into the room. When she sees that, something relaxes in her. She thinks, he doesn't need me to save him. He doesn't need me to complete him. He wants me because he actually wants me, not because his life is empty without me. That's the version of a man a woman commits to. Not perfect, not rich, not finished, just moving. The man who's been at the same place for 2 years, same job he hates, same habits that hurt him, same excuses every time someone asks, and hoping love will be the thing that changes everything. That man is asking her to carry something she was never meant to carry. And women feel that weight. They might not say it, but they feel it. And eventually it becomes the reason they can't fully commit. Putting it all together, it's not about impressing her with achievements. It's about her sensing your energy. You wake up with intention. You work on yourself even when it's inconvenient. You talk about your goals like they're real because you're actually doing something about them. She can feel the difference between a man who's drifting and a man who's driving. Commit to being the second one, not for her, but for yourself. And watch how everything around you shifts, including her. Here's the truth that ties all three together. Women don't commit to the man who loves them the most. They commit to the man who makes them feel the safest to love back. Safe to be chosen, not just desired. Safe to trust because he doesn't collapse under pressure. Safe to attach because his life is already moving forward. When those three things are real and consistent, commitment stops being something you have to chase or ask for. It becomes something she arrives at on her own because her nervous system finally says, okay, this is real. This is solid. I can actually choose this. And that's when everything changes. Most men spend years trying to say the right thing, do the right thing, give the right thing. But she was never waiting for the right thing. She was waiting to feel safe. Build these three things, and you become the man she doesn't want to let go of. Not because you pressured her, but because you made it easy for her to stay. Quick question. Which of the three do you struggle with most right now? Making her feel truly chosen, staying regulated under pressure, or having real momentum in your life? Drop one word in the comments. And if you want to understand why some women get close and then suddenly pull back right before things get serious, watch the next video, The Psychology of Women Who Pull Back When Things Get Real. It'll show you what's actually happening on her side when she goes cold and what most